Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So today I have pulled out my big into resin. It's got like a, I think it's like a poinsettia on it. And I've always like tried to color it after, and it just doesn't, to me, it doesn't look good. So I flipped it inside out, and hopefully you can see the flower. So these center pieces I'm going to put in gold, and then I'm going to do the leaves in the red, and we're going to use the Let's Resin Chrome pigments. I'm going to use the red for the outside and the gold for the center. And then I've just got to decide on a color to pour it. So I can be thinking on that while I'm getting this painted. I'm trying to think of what kind of brushes would be better. But I also heard somebody say that these silicone tipped brushes you can use on mica powder. I don't remember. Oh, it was Ben and Nicole from Ben's Works. They had got some, and they said that they were good for micas. So you know what? Let's try it. I do have a smaller one somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So we're just gonna, I don't know, we'll see. I'm starting the middle one. Oh my gosh, guys, it works. Well, who'd have thunk? All this time that we are struggling with regular brushes, all you gotta do is use your silicone brushes. That's brilliant. Come on, focus. Oh my goodness. Well, I am so glad that I happened to catch that episode. So now I'm going to have to go into my stash and locate all of my little silicone brushes. And I've probably ruined most of them putting resin on them. But, guys, this is so... And as you can see, we're not getting a ton of overage. This is ingenious, guys. Oh my gosh. You know, on those little intricate molds that we end up having so much cleanup. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's going to be a little bit of cleanup here, but minimal. I mean, minimal. All right, let me just get a baby wipe. And I'm just going to use the tip of my finger. I mean, that is how minimal it is. And that's a speck that's in the mold itself. Oh my gosh. All right, well, we'll do the other side. That way, I can put this color away. And there's absolutely like no brush marks. finally, I think I can do this jar and have it actually look pretty. I've made like 4 or 5 of these and I haven't liked a one of them. And I spent a lot of money on this mold because it's an InterResin handmade mold, and I have never been able to get it to come out. I mean, it comes out, the jar comes out good, but if I go to paint it, it like ruins the look. And yeah, I have not got one that I have actually been happy with. All right. So again, so we will be doing a mix to mold video coming up. It just got delivered today. It's at the post office though, so I've got to go get it. I don't know if I'll make it there today or not, but maybe, I don't know. But wow, guys. I mean, minute cleanup. Oh, that is just amazing. Okay, so we can put this one away. And then I'm just gonna clean. Look how good that cleans when you go to the next color. Oh, crap. If I don't have enough of the red, I'll do some of the rose red too. But hopefully we have enough. Just trying to get a little bit more on my silicone here. And it's not going in the veins, so I can actually hopefully put the green into the veins. Look at that, guys. So I hadn't seen them use this, but they had got some Happy Mail in. It was a Happy Mail vlog, and the package said mica brushes. So I just happened to think of it, so I was like, why not give it a try? And I am so glad I did. You know, because this is the part like everybody hates, right? Because you want to paint your molds because it gives the best look, but then you have so much cleanup. Look at that. All right, let me just try to scoop everything to one side here. I am like grasping at every little ounce I can get. And I don't know if I'm gonna have enough, guys. Like I said, I've never been able to do this jar so it comes out perfect. So why would today be any different? But maybe I can at least get one side done. unless, let me see. Maybe what I'll do is, I'm thinking that and that is a leaf, and that is a leaf, and the rest are flowers. So, all right, let's try this one here. Because I was thinking of maybe backing it in a green, but if I do want to put some green in here, so I don't know. All right. I'm gonna, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get all of them. Crap. Oh well. We'll just have a two-sided jar. I should have just went with the other one to start it off, but you know, it is what it is. Because that and that and that, I believe, are, and that's a leaf. But I could be mistaken. It could be all flower. But if it comes out good, I could do it again and then have both sides match. Oop. Because I have one right here that I hand painted, and it just looks like crud. I think I would like to have them all the red. But and I'm gonna have a little bit more cleanup on this one because like I am scraping the inside of this to get the color. And I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough of, you know, the red on the ones that I want. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little micro brush and go into those little veins. And we'll put some green. All right, so we're gonna wipe this. Let's clean up around. And then what I'm gonna do when I get ready to flip this inside out, I'm gonna put a paper towel over this side. And that way, any of the powders will end up going on the paper towel instead of the inside of the mold. Well, that's what I'm hoping anyways. You know, and just keep moving your baby wipe. All right, and then we'll just wipe everything after. So let me get the green out. And I'm gonna get one of these little so I just want the veins. Okay. I gotta say, this is gonna be the easiest cleanup ever. So I'm still, my arms are still, because they're already flared up. So that's why I'm still not doing like everyday resin videos yet. I really wanna, you know, give a little bit of time to let my arms heal a little bit. And if the veins aren't 100% clean, that's fine, because a lot of times you will have some of that red in the veins of a plant. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back over that with some red. All right, let me just... kind of... Okay, so now I just want to make sure that this leaf is cleaned out. We'll clean off our little thing, and let's do the green. my gosh. I cannot even believe how easy this is. It is blowing my mind. So if anybody has tried this, put it in the comments, guys, because this is game changer. I have never ever seen anybody put mica on with a silicone brush. Never. And I follow quite a few resin channels. So, yeah, this is way too much. Which that even if when you get too much on here, it still doesn't like fly around. Not anywhere near what it did. All right. So now I'm just going to go around the flowers here real quick. I'll do a better job once I'm getting my resin mixed, but I just wanted you guys to see how easy that is. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot my stems. So there's going to be a little bit of green and red mixed, and I'm okay with that. I think it will make it look a little bit more organic. Oops. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely find my little silicone tools like that, because that will allow us to get into a little bit tighter areas. So there's our pretty flower. All right, so let's do this, and then I'll just clean it all up after. So I do need to wipe all this though. All right, let's wipe this. And I'm going to use the rose red on this one. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you guys on, no, I was gonna put you on a time lapse, but you know what? It's not gonna be that long. So I will be doing a jewelry video too coming up. Now this one here, I'm getting the inside of the veins. So I'm not gonna clean those out, and then we can see the difference from one side to the other. You know, if it was worth it doing that or not. Since we got two different colors anyways. So I was hoping to put this on my website, but because we're using two colors now, I probably won't. And don't forget, everything on my website is 20% off, including the paintings. So those of you that maybe have been wanting to get one, now will be a time to get it cheaper. This is actually a really pretty color as well. I am just blown away at how easy this is going on. It is really blowing my mind here. So I'm hoping that in the beginning of December, at some point, I can get my office desk done in resin. I've just still been trying to play catch up, you know, with my house after having a broken toe, because it's kind of hard to do certain things when you can't walk. Well, I could walk, but not very good. And the rest of my body is still wreaking havoc from walking, you know, crookedly. Make sure I get the right part here of the leaf, or the petal, I should say. All right, so that's a leaf and a leaf. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Of course, now my nose wants to run. Get a clean baby wipe for this side so we can get our leaf areas cleaned out. All right, so let's get the green. I am dying to see this now. I tried my fingers and I don't know, I didn't feel like I got, I didn't get it on good. And it made a mess. But you're not getting all the flyaway with this. Now, this one does have a little bit of red through it, which I'm okay with. Because sometimes, you know, the leaves do pick up some of the color of the plant, so I'm fine with that. There we go. So, I will get this all cleaned up. I will come back to show you me flipping it. I'll get everything cleaned up. I'll get my resin mixed. I don't remember how much resin this takes. So I'm going to have to go back and check one of my other videos. But yeah, I'll come back to show you me flipping it. All right. Okay, so I got it all cleaned up. So I'm trying to think what would be the best way. Hang on. Let me put this like this. So I'm going to put that like that. And this like this. And pop it out. So there is still a little bit of cleanup around here. But so yeah, we'll see if that was a smart choice or not. So it did help keep most of it in place. So let me get my resin mixed up, figure out what color that I want to use, and then I will be back. Okay, so this is just about done mixing. I'm going to go with the blue orchid. Just so, I don't know, blues, reds, green, that's kind of like all Christmassy colors, winter colors. So we are going to use the Blue Orchid by Eye Candy. And thank you. All right. I am just going to dump some in, and I'm going to use my mixer because I've got to mix it in a little bit more anyhow. So I'm gonna use this, and we'll get this all mixed, and then I'm gonna run this through my Let's Resin bubble remover. And then we'll just get it poured. So I went back and watched a video, and I said it held about 7 ounces. So I made 8. just to be on the safe side. And I'm hoping this is enough. All right, so I'm just gonna bring this up a little bit, and then we're gonna, and what I'm doing here is I'm just flicking the rest of the resin off my paddles. So I'm just gonna get that wiped off. And I will spray it, move that out of the way. So I'm just spraying the paddles with my 91% alcohol. And then we're gonna give it a good wipe. Yeah. And now it's all ready to go again. So I am going to take my stick. So I will divide this in 2 cups because it didn't incorporate a ton of bubbles, but I might be, you know, mixing it. So it might still be a little translucent, but you know what? We're gonna just put a little bit more. I really didn't want it to be translucent, so let's take a little spoon here. And we'll put a little bit more in. Now I could have, you know, put the alcohol in a cup, mixed it, and put it in, but I think we'll be good. All right, I'm gonna go with this. So I'm gonna get another cup and we're gonna split that in half. And then I'm gonna debubble it and I will be back. And we're gonna pour it. I am dying to see, and I was looking in there and there is a few little areas I think I missed by using the paper towel, but that's okay, we can fix it after. So let me get this debubbled and I will, we'll be back to pour. Okay, guys, so we've got it all poured. You can still see there's a few little bubbles popping on the top. All right, so I guess, oh, you know what I just noticed? I do have, crap, let me get a wipe. Let me move my resin so I don't make a mess. All right, how? All right, so the paper towel trick didn't quite work as expected, but that's the inside. I'm not gonna stress over it, guys. So I will spray, and I know you're not supposed to spray your into resin mold, but I really would like to have one with no bubbles and be pretty. All right. I'm just gonna squishy around, just to, if there's bubbles, we can dislodge them. And I am going to take this and I'm going to run it along just the underneath here. So I would say 7.5 to have it domed. So I've got about a ½ ounce. Let's see, what can I? All right, so I don't know if a ½ ounce is going to fill this frog. I don't know, but I do want to try something. So let's get our green out again, and let me try this brush. This is another silicone one, and I'm just going to try to cover this mold with this mica powder. Because what I found is on these dull molds, if you coat the mold, then it takes away from the it looking like it's a matte mold. So I want to see if it's going to do it in this frog. But look how good this brush is on, guys. I am blown away. You know, and it's gonna make his eyes aren't, oh, we're gonna cover his eyes. I was gonna try to leave them clear and then just pour the blue, but yeah, I changed my mind. So I am going to have to switch to a smaller, one of my smaller ones here. And I do have a nice little small one. Now it's trying to get, so this is the only thing I'm finding with these silicone brushes is like the the upper side is a little bit tougher to get to, but I mean, even if we only had to use a brush in those tight areas would be brilliant. And hopefully I have enough. And then what I'll do is I'll just take my my brush and kind of go over those, you know, hard to reach areas just to make sure that we got it covered good. All right. And let me just take this brush here, and we'll just kind of give it a once over. There. So that was nice and quick. Oh, my little tip fell off. All right, good enough. Depends on the angle you look. Sometimes, oh my gosh, guys, it's kind of barely. So we had enough. And I'm not even gonna spray them with alcohol because I think if we do, it's gonna run over because he's like domed to the max. So, what do I have here? Let's see. I know we ain't gonna have enough for that. Let me see if I got a little pendant mold handy here. Oh, we got butterflies. That's even better. All right, so let's do. All right, and again, this is a matte mold, but And I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna, yeah, I guess I am gonna fill it up. Let's do this little guy right there. And we'll do this. All right, so. All right. So, it's a little over. All right. So, now we wait and let this cure. I will give this about an hour, hour and a half, and then I will, if it fits in the curing machine, I will put it in there. And if not, well, we'll have to wait until morning to demold it. But, oh, hang on. My froggy is done flowing over here. He's just a bit crooked. I just want to make sure he's not going to run off on that side now. All right. Well, we're just going to, he's going to do what he's going to do, and we will just have to deal with it. Let me try taking just a smidge out. I really don't want a ton of cleanup. Okay, I think we're good now. Alrighty, I will see you on demold. All right, guys, so these are all cured. So let's, one little butterfly. So we could use those for embellishments on things. That came out really cute. So those are that. Let's see Mr. Froggy Doo here. And I think this mold is just about used up. It is really starting to stick. And I'll have to cut that off. So I guess maybe I'll have to make me another mold. But if I'm going to make a mold, I'm going to take one of my frogs and make it shiny, and then I'll make my mold. And these little flush cutters are really good because it has a flat side on it. Because this is so thin, it is still a little bit soft, but there we go. Our cute little froggy. So at least he has some sort of a shine now. All right, so on to the main event. I'm dying to see this. I am dying. Oh, we still got micro bubbles. What the heck? All right. I'm just gonna... I'm not even peeking, guys. I'm not even... Oh, I like that. Now that came out gorgeous. So this was the red side, and this was the magenta. So I did get a little, I didn't clean this one up as good as I thought I did. But that is definitely the way to do it. All right, so I do have a few missed areas, which I kind of thought I was going to. So let's get my tack it over and over. And a little medicine cup. Just gonna get an old brush. Now, I'm also curious to see. All right, so we're gonna just put a little bit in. If I can get it to come out. Come on. Well, I ain't messing with this all day. No, no, no. It's just because it's thick. There we go. And I'm not going to need much at all. In fact, I don't even think I'm going to water this down. And this is obviously way too much, but... So I'm just going to put it over the areas that, you know, there's some color missing. And I'm going to try adding some of the blue. And I don't know if it's going to work or not. Let me get a little bit of water here. I don't know why that cup is sticky, but it is. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in there so I can clean my brush. And you want it thin. Like I had some spots that were a little thick, so I just thinned them out because you want it to dry fairly quick. All right, so first I'm going to try this area up here with this blue, and I should probably get a separate brush. To put the color on with. All right, so I'm just gonna stick this in the blue. Yes, that is going to work. Okay. So I'm going to wipe this off, and we're going to go in with that color, the red rose that we used. Yeah, red rose. So let's fix our flowers. Much better. And then if there's any other spots that I missed, we can just kind of go over them. All right, so let me, because I have some green that is missing. And I did not even put this in the curing machine, so I don't know why I got micro bubbles, but I did. Okay. So I'm gonna try to do my colors first. And then we can, we'll go and put some blue around the edges. Okay. Wipe that off. I didn't put any on the end there. let's finish this tip. And all right, so we'll go in with the green, and we'll touch up the green spots while that other area is drying. All right, so I've got all the green on there. So I'm gonna go around this area with, in fact, I'm gonna water this down just a little bit. Just so it will go on a little bit nicer. All right, so we're just going to because this is the area that I don't know what I was thinking here. So we'll just do this whole area. I'm gonna redo this because this might need 2 coats. All right, so we've got that top area done. And this and a little bit down here. So I don't know why this is so like goopy. It's usually creamy. Maybe it's just getting old. Old like me. All right. So let's, all right, it was the red that I was, it was just that one. So we'll wipe this off and let's go into the blue. Now I've done this before with, you know, like a holographic glitter, but I've never just put like mica powder. And it works, guys. Wow. So, and it's only going to stick where we put that, the tack it over and over. All right. So we need a little bit of the tack it over here. And in here. Well, so I'm glad that happened, because now we know that we can fix things I think I put tack it there. Let me see. Yeah. And I mean, this mold has got like all kinds of things in there. Dull spots, which I don't understand. But if we took a bigger brush, would we be able to fix that? All right, so see how this has got like little, I don't know, divots? And the side. Okay. You just want to let it dry. All right. Let's oh, you know what? This is the wrong brush. Hang on. I gotta get a different brush. And just get a different filbert. Because that was the one I just cleaned, so. Now I got both brushes going here. I don't know which one is which. I should have used different color brushes. So I just need a little bit more of that for right there. All right, so let's do this other side now. Wow, guys. So you guys probably already knew this, but I didn't, because I've only used this with glitter. I haven't done like regular mica powders. And this side we cleaned up pretty well. So, and I don't have any more of that red, so I'm not even going to touch this side. But we managed to clean this side up beautifully. So finally, I made one of these jars that I actually like. And I'm almost thinking I should have done all of them in the same color. I don't know if I'm liking the green in there. But, you know, it is what it is. And just a little trimming on the bottom, nothing major at all. So you could, you know, if you wanted, you could put like an acrylic sealer or whatever over, but that mica powder is, it's burnished into those leaves now. So that it's not gonna come off at all. So yeah. I am finally happy, other than the micro bubbles. And I actually even took my stick and went around, but oh well. So yeah, this is the one side that we fixed. I'm so happy. And then this was the first side that we had painted with the silicone brush. So let me know in the comments if you have tried using those silicone brushes for mica powder before. And if you've tried burnishing regular mica powders. So put that in the comments. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. And I will see you guys all on the next video, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Bye.